Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Shonda Griffith, she just recused herself from the Warren Motley case because it's under judicial review, and she came up recently in your news. Here she is again. This judge removed the burden of proof and threw out a major section of the Drug Abuse Act just to get Christopher Glen Rogers from going to trial. You remember Christopher Glen Rogers, don't you? Here he is. There he is. Okay, there he is. Here, Glen Rogers. Okay, she threw out a major part of the Drug Abuse Act just to get him off. That means that everyone in Hotel St. Philip, every bad boy, every block boy, every drug dealer, everyone that was put in the hotel in St. Philip, by way of this act, Section 42, Clause 1, Section 42(1), anyone who ended up in DOS because they used that particular act to send them off to that hotel, they need to be released. They need to be released, okay? Guess who he had backing him? Well, as his attorneys, Andrew Pilgrim. So Andrew Pilgrim usually works for all those bad boys. Did he use that before to get them off? Did he use this particular act before to get them off? And if he did, it would have been this act can no longer be used. If they're saying that a major section of the Drug Abuse Act is unconstitutional, you can't use it anymore. It's unconstitutional. It's a major part. Everyone, you know who you are, that you are in DOS because of the drugs or whatever. If you were tried and found guilty by way of this particular act, your cases should be reviewed. You need to be released. Your cases should be reviewed. You need to be released. And not only that, Rogers is getting he's awarded costs. Whatever he paid his attorneys to bring this before the court, he is awarded costs. Now, this one here, under no circumstances was going to your Hotel St. Philip. He got off DPP. He's now off, thanks to Andrew Pilgrim and the others, his other attorneys. And look who's left. Walter Prescott. Here, he's left, okay? So the same thing that they did for him and the same thing that they did for him, are they going to do for him? Are they going to do it for him? Are they going to do it for Walter? Okay, so he got off quick. He got off recently. They actually found the law as unconstitutional. It's not that he just got off. A major section of the Drug Abuse Act was thrown out. Unconstitutional. It's a reverse burden. They don't have to prove. It is assumed that everyone is innocent. You don't have to prove you're innocent. It is assumed that you are innocent, and they're saying that this law did not do that. Okay, it is unconstitutional. Okay, read through this. I'm not going through all of it. I cannot feed you everything. You have to want to know some parts of the law. This part is a good one to know. If you have any family member, well, you may not have the money, but okay, this is what's out there now. This is what is out there now, okay? A major section of the Drug Abuse Act, which is 42.1, Section 42.1, has been deemed unconstitutional. This is important. It's important. If you have anyone who has gone to the hotel in St. Philip for drugs, moving drugs, depending on how that matter was tried, and if this particular act was used or abused, everyone should be released. All should be released. It's unconstitutional. They can use this as a precedent. Use this as a precedent. They should be released. And here it is. The judge awarded cost to Rogers. It's almost like back in the day when they finally figured out, you know, we shouldn't hold people and make them work. You know, we shouldn't, like, you know, strap them and beat them and treat them like animals. We shouldn't do that. You know, maybe it's time to release them. And then when it happened, they were paid. Not the prisoners, not the slaves, not the people who were disadvantaged, the people who committed the crime. The crimes, they were paid. They were paid. They were paid because they didn't have you as slaves anymore. They were paid because they bought you, and maybe they bought you under the wrong circumstances. Maybe they mistreated you. Maybe you should never have bought human beings. Maybe. What happened when the Emancipation Act rolled in? They were paid. The enslavers were paid. Okay? Paid. Who paid them? You did. You had to pay the enslavers for enslaving you. Listen, you know what? You better read this. You better read this. This one, judge removes burden of proof because it is assumed you are innocent. So with that, she has thrown out a major section of your Drug Abuse Act, a major section, and awarded this guy here, Christopher, what's his name? Giles Rogers. She has, Glen. Christopher Glen Rogers. Not only did Shonda Griffith throw out a major section of your Drug Act, she awarded Rogers costs. Here, she awarded him costs. Now, we have to wait and see now how this helps him. He's a sailor. Prescott, he was a sailor on that ship. He was on the boat, yacht. He was on the yacht. The DPP took care of him. Now they're saying a major part of your Drug Act is unconstitutional. Let's see how it bodes for him. And the people are saying, someone that was talking to me was saying, it cannot happen in any other part of the world, but under the Mia Mottley administration, these things are happening. Again, they blame Mia, but, you know, and I'm saying what was told to me, you know. So they're thinking that because of Mia, these things are happening. But this is what has happened. This is what has happened. Now they have to open up the gates. They have to open up the gates in St. Philip and let people go if they use this particular act to get them there. This is Sherry Veronica.